and welcome to the Nexus for our SmackDown review, 1st of November 2019. All I've got to say is excellent. What an excellent night. They need to be shrouded more often. So, basically we're going to get into this. Most of the crew, production team, and obviously the superstars were stuck in Saudi Arabia due to flight issues, which meant that there was obviously a problem for Friday night for SmackDown. Some superstars made it back, but not everyone. So let's just kick this straight off. First comes out, it's Brock Lesnar. Obviously one that made it back, one of the few. Obviously there was the conditioning that what was going to happen for Monday night, as Brock Lesnar is a SmackDown superstar, and so is Bray Wyatt, meaning both the Universal and the WWE title, the two top titles in the business, are on the same show. So there was obviously a bit of a, what was going to happen, how is this going to pan out? Well, we now know Brock Lesnar, obviously at Crown Jewel, got quite beat up by Rey Mysterio with a steel chair. They want to obviously continue this storyline. Paul Heyman come out obviously with Brock Lesnar, do a little bit of a shoot on, because originally there was lots of stuff circling that Fox wanted Bray Wyatt and Brock Lesnar on their brand. That's the two that they really wanted. They got them, but Brock Lesnar's Paul Heyman's come out and said that he doesn't care. Brock Lesnar wants to continue fighting Rey Mysterio, who is on Raw. Means that the shows can't intermix. So basically what happened is Brock Lesnar has quit SmackDown and jumped to Raw. So that sorts that whole problem out, doesn't it? That problem has now been sorted. So now Brock Lesnar will take the WWE title to Raw, and the Universal title will be on SmackDown. I don't know how this is all going to pan out, but that's the looking of it now, that Brock Lesnar will be a Raw superstar now. Does that mean SmackDown will get an extra star? We don't know. We've got to find out. I would expect that if they do, they will have Seth Rollins to continue his feud with The Fiend. We'll find out. So all the stars are stuck out there. We know that Survivor Series is the next pay-per-view. We know that it's Raw, SmackDown, and for the first time ever, NXT. So we get a women's title match. So Nikki Cross last week won the a battle, a Royale sort of style match. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was where they all come down. Anyway, Nikki Cross won that and won her right to face Bayley for the women's SmackDown title. That match was the next one up. It was fairly good. Some interference from Sasha Banks. Bayley wins cleanly with some help from Sasha Banks outside. That's where it ends. Then there is after the match, there is an interference from the NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler, who comes in and destroys Nikki and Bayley and Sasha Banks as well. Obviously a statement. No one knows what's really going on. We also get different commentary on this as well. Renee Young and stuff like that. The next bit is a backstage segment with Sami Zayn and Keith Lee from NXT and Matt Riddler from NXT. There's a bit of tension between the two. He said he had an NXT top on. He didn't. He was going off. This all sort of spirals to the ring where Sami Zayn's cornered by the both of them. The both of them do like a couple of moves on him. And that's it. We also get a backstage segment with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, who Shawn Michaels is an NXT trainer. Obviously, NXT is run by Triple H. So there's a little segment as well backstage. The Miz comes out for Miz TV and said that he was due to interview Bray Wyatt, but obviously couldn't come over. And then Tommaso Ciampa's music hits. There's a bit of banter in the ring between the two of them. Then there's an impromptu match between The Miz versus Tommaso Ciampa. It was a really good match. I'll tell you what, the whole card was excellent. Really well put, and showed people who don't really know NXT what they can do and where they come from. So yeah, it's a really, really, really good match. Tommaso Ciampa wins cleanly and beats The Miz 1-2-3. So, you know, there's another match there. Maybe brewing probably for Survivor Series maybe. Then we go to commercial break. When we come back, we have obviously Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville in the ring, Fire and Desire. They're due to go on a tag team match against Carmella and I can't remember who else. Anyway, they're getting attacked backstage by Bianca Belair, who beats the hell out of both of them. Then it cuts back to the ring, and then music hits for Rhea Ripley and Tegan Knox. They come down the ring. They said, you wanted competition, we're it. This was an okay match. Really good one once again. Once again, Rhea Ripley and Tegan Knox defeat Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville cleanly once again. Not really interference. A really good submission move Rhea Ripley did on Mandy Rose. Good match once again. Then we get a backstage segment with Daniel Bryan, who says, obviously NXT's here now, I need someone, let's go. Looking at obviously at Triple H. Adam Cole is there, who is the NXT champion, the top champion of the NXT brand. Daniel Bryan says, okay, let's fight, but he goes, let's make this proper. Let's do it for the NXT Championship. So that's the main event. So that's where we come to now. Over the moon. Absolutely excellent match. We had Triple H and Shawn Michaels at ringside watching. There were some really close moments where Daniel Bryan could have really won this. But I just thought, I already knew that there was either going to be an interference or Adam Cole was definitely going to win. There was no way that they were going to let Daniel Bryan win the NXT title. Awesome match. There was submission moves. There was high fly moves. Everything. Obviously, Adam Cole beats Daniel Bryan. That's a big thing. And he beats him cleanly as well. No interference. No nothing. 1-2-3 in the middle of the ring. This was an excellent smackdown. Triple H gets in the ring afterwards. All the NXT stars come down. Not all of them, the ones that were there, come down. And basically they say that, you know, you wanted a fight, you've got a fight. You wanted a war, I've got my army, Triple H. So he's sending a message. It's going to be really, really cool. I do watch NXT, but I don't review it. But it's going to be really, really cool how NXT, how they're going to respond. Are we going to get Raw and SmackDown superstars on NXT on Wednesday? It's going to be cool. Are they going to turn up on Monday night? It's all over. It's so cool. It looks like it's going to be Raw and SmackDown versus NXT at Survivor Series. That is going to be really, really, really good to watch. So excited for this. It needed this injection. We had the really high at the first show, then we've had some lows and not too bad. I think this is what it needs. This is what it's craving at the moment. And I'm hoping that momentum carries on till Survivor Series. Even after Survivor Series, it needs something like this to work. For me, SmackDown was excellent. Really, really good. I can't wait for some of these NXT stars to get in the ring with the likes of Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, who were on NXT. You know, will we get people changing sides? Will we get ex-NXT stars going back to NXT? We've seen it with Finn Balor. You know, we've seen it with Fandango and Tyler Breeze as well. So will we get some of these guys, people like Heavy Machinery, the Viking Raiders, you know, Seth Rollins, Ravi, you know, so many people that used to be in NXT that are now in the WWE main roster. It's going to be so interesting to see if people swap. This looks like they're doing the Invasion storyline that they did way back in 2001. They now seem to be doing this with WWE and NXT, which is really, really good. I can't wait to see what happens. Will some of them turn? Will some of them go back to NXT and support them? Will we get a big match up at Survivor Series between, you know, Raw and SmackDown versus NXT, and one of the SmackDown Raw guys screws them and NXT win? It's so cool. There's so many stuff to go on now. This is so good. I can't wait to see what happens going forward. The SmackDown for me, though there weren't that many matches and the segments were played in there as well, this SmackDown was really, really good, and it's building on Survivor Series, which it should be from now on. Can't wait until Monday. Can't wait until Wednesday to see what happens at NXT. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for supporting. Remember to like and share this video and subscribe. I have been Kev, aka The Nexus, and we will see you at the next video.